Hey everyone, it's Finn here from the SDGC, here talking with Z from Serenity Forge. How are you doing today, Z?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So, two questions. One, who are you? And what is Serenity Forge?
Yeah, my name is Z. I'm the founder and executive director at Serenity Forge.
A founder?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. So basically, I started off as a solo dev and then kept on working on games with friends, and then eventually built Serenity Forge. Serenity Forge is a game development and publishing company out of Boulder, Colorado, and we focus on very meaningful and emotionally impactful games that challenge the way you think.
Well, definitely one of those that most people might be familiar with is Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, that's right. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus was released 2 years ago, and then recently we also launched Lisa Definitive Edition.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we just announced Long On Days a few days ago.
That's one of the games we played here at PAX. Because you're on the publishing side, it's different than some of the other interviews with devs. What is it that you look for? Like, how do you decide when a game fits your criteria of being meaningful and impactful?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we look at our company vision, there's really kind of two to three main elements and dimensions that we look for. So our company vision is creating meaningful and emotionally impactful games that challenge what you think. So when you first start off, one of the most important parts is that we look to see whether or not a game is meaningful. Is the game going to affect society and push society in some way, shape, or form? That's definitely the first criteria. The second one, very important one as well, is that we have to do it in a very emotionally engaging way. The emotional impact is something that we care a lot about, so all of our games really focus on having strong and very deep and very lasting, timeless emotional engagements. So basically, anytime we look at a game, those are the two main things.
So how many games would you say you've already brought to the world, and how many are currently incubating?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough question to
just ballpark it.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of company products, we do both development, publishing, and also actually a third one, physical publishing, distribution around the world.
Yeah.
So, if you add everything together, we're probably somewhere around 30. And probably more than that.
And you're showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 games right now?
Yeah, we're showing 8 games.
All right, so now in front of everyone, which one's your favorite one?
Oh.
Kidding, don't answer that. I would never put.
I was thinking about it, but it was tough. Yeah.
No, what would you say? Because your games also are on consoles, they're on PC, so you're all over the place. What would you say is what? Would you give anyone any recommendations about how to look into the kind of games you covered?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the most important things is that video games can be treated as art. Video games can be literature. They can be vessels for kind of society and culture to be pushed forward, right? And that's really the kind of games that we do. So when you look up a Serenity Forge game across PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and even mobile devices, really that's the kind of thing that you're getting into. I highly encourage people to look up our games if you're looking for a deep, very rich, emotionally impactful experience.
And what games are you personally playing right now?
Oh, right now? Personally, I'm actually going through a lot of the backlog of games that are kind of pitched to us. So there's a lot of really good stuff out there.
Oh, nice.
I'm also really excited to kind of go home and actually finish Fire Emblem Engage. I actually never got to finish that game before all the craziness of the convention started. So that's one of my favorites.
That's what happens when you're very busy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where can people follow Serenity Forge and find out more about your game?
Yeah, so you can find Serenity Forge obviously on our website, serenityforge.com. Besides that, you can also find us across all social media at Serenity Forge, more predominantly Twitter or X, whatever you call it now.
It's Twitter.
Yeah, and then in terms of finding me personally, I think Twitter is probably the easiest way to kind of engage with me. So that's just at Jinghua Yang, so my full name spelled out. But also I'm on all the other social medias too. So if you just Google me, you'll find everything.
And finally, the most important question, and this is the most difficult to answer.
Okay.
In your heart of hearts, if you had to choose, cake or pie?
Oh, it depends on which country, because Chinese cake or Asian cake in general is so much better than anything you can find in the West. So if we're in Asia, definitely cake.
So if Asia cake, but if we're in the West, pie?
Yeah, pie. Pie is not really a thing in Asia, but Americans really got it down, right? Yeah.
Hey. I learned something. I was not aware that Asia cake is where it's at.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great day.
Yeah.